The obligation of the Israeli police is to enable every citizen and visitor to this holy site to actualize her and his full freedom of conscience and religious practice at the Kotel, at the Western Wall. What happened today was that in spite of the fact that the police were in full control and there was no interference whatsoever that was suggested that we would cause or any other person praying at the wall, it was completely quiet, and the respect for our tefillah and interest and celebration of the women's prayer this morning of celebrating Rosh Chodesh was completely smooth. The intervention of the Israeli police this morning was not in order to ensure the full expression of our rights as citizens of this state, but rather to enforce the rule of a very strict and ultra-Orthodox version of halachic, of Jewish legal practice, which has no business whatsoever in the pluralist and democratic state of the Jewish people in this land. It was a completely coming from a desire to express control, power, and oppression of women and our basic rights at the holy site.
And can you just tell us what happened right now? Who has been detained?
One of the members of the Women of the Wall, who wears a prayer shawl, a talit, just like the prayer shawl that I'm wearing, in the sense that she is fulfilling her obligation, which we consider to be a religious obligation binding on us from the Torah. And in fulfilling that obligation, the police made the decision to intervene and disable us from what we feel is the proper and full expression of our religious conscience, which is guaranteed to us according to the Declaration of Independence of the State of Israel.
And you spoke with the police officer a little bit and you explained this to him. Did he have any feedback?
I engaged the officer who is responsible for the Western Wall in a conversation about the law and the Supreme Court issues, and explained particularly the issue about his obligation to enable us to fulfill our full rights as citizens of the state. For him, in my impression, it was the first time that he began to hear the distinction between his role to enact the rule of halakha, of religious law, which is told to him by an authority who is under the control of the chief rabbis of Israel, rather than to be fulfilling his obligation to every citizen of the state of Israel to enable us to pray according to our conscience. I hope that he began to be educated in that direction.